They are challenging to go out of network with. It takes several months for them to accept your letter of termination. So they'll say that they didn't get it when they got it, and then you have to send it again and again. Not every Delta, but that has been a very common occurrence with Delta terms. But then when you go out of network with Delta, the check then goes to the patient and no longer to the practice. So you have to shift how you handle Delta patients as they're coming in and make sure you're collecting patient portions up front because the patient is ultimately being paid by the insurance. And then getting that back to you is its own issue. So making sure all those, prepayments are done, or payment in advance or day of service, whatever it may be, is all done before you actually do service.
Gotcha. Which that therein, and we went through something similar where we tried to start when I opened my practice, start out a network, see how it goes. But there's so
Mm-hmm.
much Delta in our area, quickly learning, especially in more like rural, less educated, working class. Like we had a lot of patients that just didn't understand because that IQ about how insurance works is so low. And
Right.
then they would just get that check in the mail and be like, oh, our Delta, our dental insurance reimbursed us. And then they would just go cash the check. And not only are you
Yep.
out, like all of that, you end up having to chase all that money down and they spend it as soon as they've got it. And so you're
Yep.
half the time never get paid. And it just becomes a nightmare pretty quickly. And then you've got to go through the process of, you've got a family of three that you're doing cleanings on, and you've got to try to
Mm-hmm.
convince parents to write you a check or put on their credit card $1,200 for three cleanings. And hey, you'll get a check in the mail, but like it's a hard check to write for a lot of like working class
Yep.
families to come to terms with that. So therein seems like lies a lot of the challenges.
It's a smart business model for Delta.